Hello, and welcome to the behind the scenes of the awakening of the Cybermen. like this, the photos. And now let's see what the actors have to say about Johnny Who Entertainment's with the interviews.
Hi, my name's Hugh. It's been a pleasure and an honour to participate in the Johnny Who Entertainment's DVD this afternoon, playing the Cybermen. My favourite bit of today has been getting into character and the fun I've had in participating with a lot of talented people, many of whom obviously work regularly in the industry anyway. Absolute fun and a ball being a Cyberman, but my heart and my admiration and respect goes out to not only all the people who portrayed the Cybermen along with me today, but also the actors like Reg Whitehead and John Levine and all those people who wore those costumes in the 60s, 70s and 80s.
Bring the humans here.
Hi, I'm Mickey. I played Cyber Controller, a Cyberman and a Unit Trooper for Johnny Who Entertainment. My most favourite, I think being killed was quite good fun, and being captured, and you can just have a laugh, it's good fun.
Worst moments of being in a Cyberman or anything like that, have you had any?
Losing probably about 4 stone in the space of about half an hour, so every cloud has a silver lining.
Disengage the power. I shall advance with the awakening party.
Hi there, I'm James Leaper. I come from Bristol and have the pleasure to be here at Johnny Who Entertainment's playing as a Cyberman today.
What's been your most fun moments?
Fulfilling a childhood dream of being a Cyberman right beside me, putting a helmet on and actually acting and portraying as the deadly villain, the Cybermen. Being in a Cyberman costume, it's a great privilege, but you get to feel the restraints of being a human inside a very tight costume and tight helmet. You get to appreciate all the previous actors who are in studios, or like David Banks, for example, being a Cyberman, being all in those costumes before. No, it makes me appreciate the actors a lot more back in the 60s.
Hello, my name's Sam and I play a Cyberman in Johnny Who's Entertainment, Awakening of the Cybermen.
Do not let them escape.
What's been your favourite moments of the day?
Definitely putting my silver costume on and joining the very talented Cybermen around me.
Has there been any awkward moments being in the costume at all?
A few, yes. I'm aware that obviously claustrophobia can be quite a powerful thing at times, and also it can be a little bit overwhelming if you're not quite prepared, but overall it's a fantastic experience and I'd happily do it again.
Shore control round! Conserve your ammunition, men!
My name is James Porter and I play the Cyberman for Johnny Who Entertainment's Awakening of the Cybermen.
What's been your best moments?
Just getting dressed up and feeling how it feels to be an actor in a film.
They are not far.
Hi, I'm Pete Buzzsaw Holland and I'm here working as one of the unit troopers. In fact, my name is Major Montgomery Payne on Johnny Who Entertainment's Awakening of the Cybermen. Sergeant, explosive C4 now! Well, so far we've done some fantastic takes, battle sequences outside on an outside location, and they've been pretty cool. You know, fighting these classical Cybermen. You know, to be actually there with the classic Cybermen coming down the hills, coming out of their tomb, absolutely awesome.
Sir, robots.
The humans have been spotted.
Robots? Sergeant, they're Cybermen.
Take cover! Take cover, troops! Now! I'm first aid trained, so if anybody is feeling at all overwhelmed by the costumes, and trust me, the guys wearing those cyber costumes are doing an absolute sterling job. They are so hot and uncomfortable. You know, it's glamorous being in them, but they need constant attention, and it's very easy to hyperventilate, overheat. We need to keep them make sure they've got fresh air, make sure they're watered, and look after them because they are the stars of the show.
Hello, my name is Robert DiMartino. I'm playing a Cyberman in Johnny Who Productions' The Awakening of the Cybermen.
The humans will be going to the tombs. We will prepare an ambush.
What's been your most favourite time of the day?
Oh, just wearing the costume. It's been fantastic. I quite enjoy it.
Focus on the leaders!
So, how did you get involved with Johnny Who? Have you heard of us before? Or?
Oh, I joined him through my club, the Arvar Backswording Club with Pete Holland. He just introduced me. He said, "Oh, would you like to be an extra, be a Cyberman for the day?" And I said, well, "Why not? Sounds amazing."
So, have you been a long-term fan of Doctor Who, or is it?
I have heard of the earlier ones, probably when my granddad started watching it. I've seen some of the newer ones, but it has been a while. So it's been quite a bit of a shock looking at all the Cybermen, thinking, wow, did they really look like that back in the day?
Wow. Would you look at this place? It's amazing.
Hi there, I'm Jed Pascoe, that's my real name. I played the Sergeant McLean, who is the Major's second in command, 2IC, in Johnny Who Entertainment's The Awakening of the Cybermen.
Sergeant, report. No response, sir. So I don't know where we are. This is ridiculous.
How long have you been at Johnny Who, and how did you get involved?
I just got pulled in because a few of my buddies were involved with Johnny Who, and I just sort of came along having done a bit of movie background artist work and some special action stuff in the past. I thought this sounds like a fun way of spending a few Sundays. Let's go and do it. That's basically it.
So what's been your favourite experience from doing these films?
Oh, we've done some lovely multiple personnel battle roles, that sort of thing. Plenty of getting out, shooting, playing soldiers without actually having to be a soldier. We did some fabulous stuff at Alber End when we had to organise the troops backwards and forwards. And I tend to find that because my role is sergeant, I end up being sergeant, so it's quite good.
Well, good work, men.
I think it's absolutely amazing that Johnny has managed to recreate all the Cybermen, you know, sort of, and if I believe rightly, it's the first edition Cybermen. Absolutely fantastic. The fact that they had the most Cybermen than anywhere else in one room together ever is really awe-inspiring. Fantastic. And not only that, it gives me chance to be killed by a Cyberman, which is something which nobody really wants to go through, but it's happened a couple of times in various guises so far, and various takes. So yeah, great fun. Johnny likes me along because I die well, apparently.
We must get back to the TARDIS. I'm out, Sarah. I'll cover you. Keep going, Sarah. Go, mate. Go, 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 go. Go. Ah! It's too late for him, Sarah. Back to the TARDIS now. Move.
Let me out of here! No! Get off me! Take him into the chamber. No! You will comply or be destroyed. You will follow our instructions. You will enter the chamber. Kill this one.
Hi, my name's Chris. I play a unit trooper in Johnny Who Entertainment's The Awakening of the Cyberman.
Sergeant, sir, this is unit base. Isn't that?
It's been really good. We've been it's getting together with everybody else, guys that we've worked with before, some new faces, and just sort of enjoying producing something that's just really amazing. We've got phenomenal props, great costumes, particularly for the Cybermen, and just sort of making something that's going to bring people pleasure. It's a really good feeling. It's a nice way to hang out on a Sunday as well.
Shatter, C4, check C4.
How did you get involved with Johnny Who Entertainments?
I guess, like a lot of people, I got involved through word of mouth, friends who were involved. Johnny did quite a bit of work with Jackie's Drop-In Centre, Centre for Adults with Learning Difficulties in Letchworth, and through contacts through there, I got to know about the group and eventually got invited to come along and take part.
What's been your most memorable thing from Johnny Who, be it good or bad, or let's talk about that?
Oh, most memorable. I suppose it's all good, but trying to run up a concrete slope, being pursued by Cybermen as they ran away from a derelict car sunk in water was quite fun. And getting blown up or flying through the air, that sort of thing. Yeah, maybe able to do most things in one take, which is quite a nice thing when it happens. We've had to do a few things several times, which can get a bit samey perhaps, but it's sometimes necessary.
I am Gregory Zender, and I play Dr. Matthews of Unit, and I've also been playing a Cyberman.
Oh, trust me, we're going to crash. Oh, the doctor is going to kill me.
Right, Fido first.
Yes, all right, thank you, Sarah.
My favourite part of Awakening of the Cybermen, I would have to say, is probably just the Cybermen themselves, because I've really enjoyed being an iconic monster, because I've played several throughout the history of Johnny Who, but getting to play this Cyberman specifically, because this is very iconic to a specific Doctor. You ask about, what's a monster of the first Doctor? You'll say the Daleks. What's a monster of the second Doctor? Most people alternate between the usually the Ice Warriors or this model of Cyberman. So how getting to play such an iconic, such a good monster is absolutely brilliant, and I've really liked it. It looks like they're trying to wake up the rest of their army. We're in trouble.
You don't stand a chance now.
My favourite thing about the film itself, I've quite enjoyed the just getting to hang out with my mates and having to get into a film, and using really cool props like this. But no, I think my favourite bit is dressing up as one of the Cybermen and then being part of the army of Cybermen. And you get to kind of burst out of the tombs and all that, and you get to, because you get the tombs here, you can burst out of. These ones have burst from the last shoot, but we kept them there to make it look like there's more Cybermen here. And you get all other consoles like this that you can get to fiddle with, play with, pull levers, press buttons, and generally look really, really cool.
I'm Glenn Sharp. I am a unit trooper, sapper, and I'm probably most well known for falling down holes or breaking pieces of set. Oh boy. They're all a good bunch, professional. A few of them have worked in big budget stuff. Yeah, it's just the people, working with the people. They're a good laugh.
How did you get involved with Johnny Who?
Like a lot of people, through a friend. It was quite a few years ago now. A friend of mine said it was going on, so I contacted Johnny and said, you know, if you want, I'd like to take part. I had a background in martial arts, and done a bit of stunt work, doing other stuff. And Johnny said, yeah, come on down. The price is right.
Private shot! Fall back! Yeah!
Hi, I'm Shri Grant. I've been helping the director with costume assistance. It's been great fun helping the Cybermen getting into their costumes and seeing how they're acting out their parts here. They've all been a fantastic team, from the Cybermen to the unit troops, and a great story writing going on, so yeah.
Brilliant. I suppose I should be was fantastic.
That's an amazing shot behind, walking along, turn around to the side.
The side?
Yeah.
They're just creepy as anything. Especially the two behind. Like, chasing.
Creepy as that.
We hold our ground here for a second, wait for everyone else to catch up. Cyberman at the back, are you okay? No? Can we see if he's alright? Alright, everyone hold tight for 1 second.
With the Cybermen in particular, we've been having a lot of fun because, we've had the ups and downs, because we've been having fun because they're a good Cybermen to work with. They're very iconic, they're really quite striking to look at. But we've also been having fun because they do get very, very hot, because there's no, the suits are sealed. And so you get no ventilation, you end up just sweating inside the costume. And the helmet, the mouth, there's no gap, and so the only ventilation you get from the head are 2 eye holes. And that's it, that's all you get, the air coming through. And so as a result, we had people not quite fainting, but becoming quite faint. And everyone's fine, but we had a poor actor at the last shoot, I felt quite sorry for, but he was completely fine. He became quite dehydrated, and you can't tell, of course, because the faces are completely blank, and so you can't see expression or anything. Your only way of telling how someone is how they're walking, and generally someone walks the way they walk. And he became quite sort of, he suddenly started waving and his stop, so people got hold of his hands, and he then lay down on the floor, and we actually pulled the back plate off because we've changed it now. But the very first shoot we did, the Cybermen helmets were screwed in place like they were in the original, whereas now we're just using tape. But thankfully you can't see it because the tape is silver and the helmets are silver. And these were, well, they were still screwed in, and because he was, poor guy was getting over hot, they just got hold of the back plate, ripped that off, took off his helmet, and he could then breathe properly, and it was quite worrying, but he's completely fine. And it is at that point we decided we're not going to use screws again, we're going to go with tape because it's safer that way, because it didn't take a lot of effort to rip the back plate off, but it was just needing to do that rather than just open it casually. You had to rip it off. It was then that wake-up call that the awakening of the Cybermen, it is really shows off what we can and can't do with these Cybermen. That it's so limited that you look at the Earthshock Cybermen, they have little holes next to their ears so you can hear better and more ventilation. They didn't have that back in the 60s. These are very much accurate to the 60s of the way they were, and with all the troubles that come with it, the lack of ventilation and the amount you sweat. Because of course the sweat can't go anywhere except down and into your boots. How did you get involved with Johnny Who Entertainments?
From a mutual friend called Buzz. So he introduced me into the world of Johnny Who Entertainments, and I was very keen to see if I could help out, and so I did.
Have you always been a fan of Doctor Who, or is it just coming in?
Ever since Tom Baker days, I've been a massive Doctor Who fan, and nice to see other relatives are well into Doctor Who as well. So yeah, it's all good fun.
What's been your favourite part of either this film or the whole of Johnny Who?
Seeing how so-called amateurs have produced very realistic, proper BBC Doctor Who costumes, especially the helmets for the Cybermen. The meticulous detail gone into the props, and how well it's all been filmed, and how everybody's working great as a team to produce it.
You okay there, James? Okay, can we get the helmet off? 3. Sweet, can you grab that? Okay, you do good.
Ah, hello. You haven't seen any Cybermen, have you? My name's Toby Jewell, and I'm playing the Quartermaster Sergeant for Unit in Johnny Who's Awakening of the Cybermen. Trooper, is that the last of them?
Yes, Quartermaster.
Lovely. Good job. Hello. I'm Quartermaster Sergeant. It's very, very good to meet you, Dr. Matthews. Finally.
Good to meet you, sir. Right, so are we all ready?
Ready for what?
Well, we're all going on a journey in the TARDIS.
Yes, let's go inside and wait for the doctor.
Righto.
Right.
I've got my own key.
My favourite moments from this particular movie was probably filming inside the tomb. The lighting was awesome, the suspense and everything was absolutely fantastic. So I really enjoyed playing that, and nearly dying a few times, obviously, as it would be.
We need a distraction to get out of here. What's the plan? Someone will need to get their attention so we can slip away.
Leave it to me. Just be ready to run.
Suicide! It's the only way!
So, you want us to be like you? Listen here, egghead. If you think I'm going to be like...
You will remain silent. Your words mean nothing to me. The chambers are now ready. Take him into the chamber.
So you may think that I'm going to be repurposed as a Cyberman at the end of this movie, but that may not be the case, so you'll have to keep on watching as more of these major movies come out.
Hi, I'm Rebecca and I play in this film Sarah. many stories to tell, but first, I need to find the team. So, catch up later.
Yeah, sure thing. See you soon.
Who was that?
That is Lieutenant Rogers, part of the forensics crew.
How long have you been involved with Johnny Who?
2014. It's 5 years nearly. Well, there's a break in between, but yeah, five years. So yeah, it's quite a long time.
What's your favourite memory from Johnny Who?
Good lord. There's probably a favourite memory from each day that you sort of film. Probably one of my favourite films that I shot was the Sontarans one, mainly because of the camaraderie behind the sets was just, there was so many outtakes that just made it so fun, and we got more relaxed with everyone because it was our first one back together. So it was nice to have the friendly atmosphere behind the set and sort of trying to keep it together for the camera.
What have you enjoyed about this film with the new Tomb Cybermen?
I think it's the Cybermen itself, because it's just there's so many for a start. That's daunting in its fact, but it's the story itself. You're genuinely sort of really immersed in it because of the Cybermen being so realistic. And the poor guys behind the Cybermen suits, sweating. Bless them.
You will remain ill.
We're all done for. Not gonna sugarcoat it.
Boost all power to the tombs.
Bless them. I'm so glad I'm not one of them. But yeah, so my favourite part will probably be in total the Cybermen. There's no favourite scene or anything, it's just the Cybermen itself. We have 10 seconds to impact! Hope you're holding everything, guys!
Hi, I'm Phil Elliott and I play the role of Harry on the forensics team. It's good to have you back, Sarah. Put the kettle on.
No tea, Harry. Sarah, I expect a full report on what you've been up to with the Doctor.
For Awakening the Cybermen, my favourite scenes to film were the ones in the science lab, because we always have a good time. Always have a good laugh filming them all. Oh, Doctor, care for a spot of tea?
Not now, Harry.
Very well. I think my favourite moments of working with Johnny Who Entertainment is being the monsters, because it's always quite fun, dressing up in costume and being the bad guy.
Awesome. Brilliant.
The Cybermen have been a lot of hassle, but on the whole, they have been absolutely fantastic, and we've loved it. And yes, it's hard work, and we sweat, and all the things that you would have thought was absolutely horrible and put us off. No, we love it, and we wouldn't change the Cybermen for the world, because they have been so much fun to work with, and I think this is going to be a really, really good episode. And as soon as we get the next shoot out of the way, we'll see what we can do.